I bought a couple of USB cable testers, and this is the cheaper one of the two, which I'll talk about in this video, and the more complicated one we'll have in the next video. But you see, this device is quite common now on eBay and on the Chinese websites. So it's labelled DT3, and what you got here, there's a port here to power it, so a USB-C port where you can plug in a power brick or something, and then you've got the A side and the B side of the cable. So on this side there's a conventional USB type A, and then there's a type C, and then on this side you've got micro USB, USB-C, and this one is the Apple type connector. Lightning, is it called? I can't remember. But let's fire it up and see how that works. So I've got this power bank here, and I plugged in one of these sort of little voltmeters. I think they're sometimes called charge doctors or something like that, but it's basically a self-contained multimeter with USB interfaces on it. So let's plug in the power. Sorry, that side. So we can see on here, I thought I could turn the display upside down, can I? No. Let's turn that unit around then. So we'll be able to see the current on here when it's drawing. It's obviously not doing anything at the moment. Let's take this cable out of the way. Right, so this times out after a while, so I'll have to keep pressing the button to make that come back on. But let's start with, I've got this purple cable here, which is a USB-C, so we'll plug that in on the A side, and then the USB-C this side. You can see there's 4 quite bright LEDs have lit up, and that says 0.01, which is 10 milliamps. So it's gone off again. So that's drawing 10 to 20 milliamps. So basically the current to drive these LEDs. So if we look a little bit more closely, sorry, that's a bit dazzling, isn't it? If I put my finger over it, we can see. So we've got ground, VCC, so those are the power pins. D- and D+ are the digital pins, so that appear on even quite old-fashioned USB cables used for determining the voltage available and so forth. And then there's the CC pin, which is unique to USB-C. And in this case, the USB-C CC pin is not lit, so that's saying that there's no connection of the CC pin, which is not very surprising because this end is still old-fashioned USB and won't have CC. So I should just say what the CC pin is for is on the USB-C there's this extra pin which tells the device, or tells the charger when the device is plugged in, but also importantly there's a CC pin on both sides of the connector, so when you flip it up the other way won't make any difference with this one, but when you flip it up the other way, it gives the charger the ability to see which way up the cable is. And because one of the features of USB-C cables, of course, is that they can go in both ways. You can invert the cable, and so there's actually two sets of connectors on the two sides of the cable, so it becomes important to know which way up it is. So that's like a conventional cable. If we find a USB-C both ends, so this slightly weird looking cable, this is one that's got you can select different plugs at the different ends, but it is basically a C to C type cable. So let's plug that one in. Like so, and we'll power it on. And there we go. So you can see now the CC pin is lit, because there is a CC wire that goes from one end to the other on this cable. And then if I invert it, you should still be able to see that CC pin. So that's quite nice. I mean, this is a very simple type of cable tester. Basically, it will only tell you the difference between a charging cable and a data cable, but that's quite a useful thing. So if I grab one of these, for example, you see I've put labels on some of my cables, because I've already been using this cable tester to see what's what in my massive collection of cables. So this is a bit of a stretch, this one, but let's plug that in. And you see this one, it's only got the VCC and ground connected. If I put my finger over it, you should be able to see the VCC and ground. So that tells me that this is a charge cable and it's not a data cable. So I put these labels on a lot of my cables now. So the red means it's a charging cable. If we look at a lightning cable here, so this is actually the same cable I just showed you, the USB-C to C, but one of the options is to put the lightning adapter on the top. So we'll do that. We'll plug it in the lightning port, and now you see the CC isn't lit any longer because the lightning doesn't have the CC cable, but all the other four, the D+, D-, and the power rails are connected, so that tells us that this is a valid data cable. And then we can also look, I've got this this cable that I got from this is from my cable bag, which I've been carrying around with me for a good few years. So I just have a collection of small and useful cables. So this is actually to mini USB, and this doesn't have a mini USB connector on it, so I can't test that directly. So, but I will be able to with the next cable tester we look at. But I've got this adapter cable here, which I just got, which is USB mini to micro, and so we can plug in the micro here, if I can get it the right way up. And once again we can see that this is a data cable because it's got the D+ and D-, and of course because it's not USB-C I can't have the CC, so that's quite nice. But I've also got this adapter that I've been carrying around with me for a while, which was from an older cable, which is lightning. So let's plug that in. So there we go. That's so with these 3 small cables I can do USB, mini, micro and lightning, and you can see there's a good set of LEDs there telling me that that's a good cable. What else? So we've got, this is another one of the cables that I recently tested. So I've got blue markers on these. Let's just power that on. Take the Velcro off. And there we go. So that's a good data cable. Another one. So as you see, I've been busily marking up these cables. So this is the micro USB, but a data one. I think this came with a camera, this one. And you can see all the lights have lit up, so that's got good data connection as well as powering. One curiosity I've noticed though, if I take off the charge doctor, I get this weird thing where the LEDs are all now dim. I don't really understand that. I don't know if anybody else has encountered that with this device. Please add your comments below. But yes, with the charge doctor in the cable, it's absolutely infallible. So this is quite a nice thing. I think it cost about £3, including shipping. So in my view, well worth it. Allows you to test a small selection of cables, probably the most common cables, because the mini USB isn't used that much these days. And in the next video I will show this more sophisticated type of cable tester. So this was a bit more expensive. I think this was about £7 or £8, but this has more features, including the ability to have a battery on board. So we'll look at that in the next video. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.